hate playing Apex Legends.
Some people do, some people have it. I don't.
I hate playing this game when I know I gotta get content for it, and it feel like everybody in the lobby knows I gotta get content for it. I say all that because every time that I got up in here and I was trying to showcase one of the abilities, or I was trying to show y'all how I did something, it literally turned against me every single time, and I had to lock in. Okay, I just wanted to put that out there. Now, with all that being said, I do really love this season. I've enjoyed the new legend. I'm in love with all of it. And what I'm getting ready to do for y'all today is go ahead and break down the abilities. I'm not going to tell you exactly what every little minute detail of this ability does, because you guys can read it for yourself, but I am going to tell you some of the things that you might not have noticed or you skipped over, and these things should help you improve your Sparrow gameplay and make you that much better at the game. When you're using your tactical ability, we all know the general thing that is the ability is going to stay up there for as long as it possibly can until someone either 1 destroys it, or 2 you shoot too many. And if you didn't know, you can have 3 darts up at a time. Now, when you upgrade and get into level 2, you could either choose to have the speed movement whenever you mark an enemy, so when you're running towards them, you'll get that speed boost, or you can choose the second option, and that one gives you more darts. So you get 1 more extra dart, but you can have 2 extra on top of the 3 that you can have on the field to play at all times. So 5. So that's a nice little thing to know just in case you didn't. And something else to keep in mind too is that you guys will see like this icon, the marker that's letting you know that somebody is right there. If you watch it closely, you can see there's a gauge inside of that marker, and it's slowly going down, letting you know that's how long those players are going to be marked on your screen. But it don't just stop there. They also have like this colorful rainbow, bluish, pink, red looking trail, almost like Sears, and you can still see like their movement and their footprints and stuff like that. It's real dope, really helpful. You just gotta really pay attention. Then getting into the passive, I know I should have went passive first before I went tactical, but it is what it is. The passive is really good because obviously who doesn't want extra movement? So having that double jump is really nice to double jump on a zip or off of a zip line, which is real cool. You can use the double jump after you've been launched from the cannon on Storm Point, and it'll give you like that slide movement once you hit the ground if you're crouching. And then obviously there's the mechanic of when you're climbing a wall, you guys will see if you hit the button that allows you to jump again. So some of you on spacebar, some of you are on Xbox and PlayStation, it's just whatever your jump button is. You can hit that button, but that does not count as your double jump. So you get to hit that jump, then hit a double jump to get a little bit more height and just clear higher obstacles if you need to be there with your team. Then last but surely not least, we got to get up into this ultimate. Now the ultimate, I initially thought was not going to be all that strong. Like I seen the 20 damage and I said, that's not all that great. It is after a while, especially if you get an enemy low enough, it can do a lot of damage. But to me, where I think it shines the most is it does so many different things. Like for example, it tracks the enemies. So it's still a marker just like your tactical dart is, which is nice. Not only that, it slows enemies down. Once you get into level 3, you can choose between either the siphon, which I think is the best one out of the 2, or you could choose to have extra darts for your ultimate. So instead of just having 1, you'll have 3. Caveat though is all 3 of them have a very small radius. And when I say very small, think of it like the tactical darts range, which is not bad. But when you go from the wide ass range that it has when you normally have it, it is significantly smaller. But you get 3 of them. So that's just giving you guys the general rundown of the abilities and how they work and things that you might not have known, now you know. But the important stuff that we need to talk about in this video is how do you go about using these things? How do you go about perfecting Sparrow and getting the most out of him? Because as of right now, he's still really new and really fresh. So it's hard for people to gauge how you can or should be using him. So let's talk about the different type of playstyles you can have as playing with Sparrow. Let's say you're on a team and they're a little bit more passive. They might want to play more so down to the last little wire where they're more so just constantly rotating to the ring, which I get it. It is very boring, but it's effective at the same time. What you can do then, really being a great intel type of legend. Because as you guys know, another trick with his abilities is if you shoot the tactical dart at the recon beacon, you don't have to take yourself out the fight, right? But it's still going to do the same thing, which is scan for enemies and everything like that. And the dart will still sit there. So if somebody comes back around, they can see it and the dart will track them, and you'll know like, oh, okay, hey, we had somebody in our last location. Or let's just say you guys are kind of ratting and you have a building and there's another one next to you. What you can do, and what I did a lot of the times, is I'll put the dart somewhere around the building, not in an easy to destroy spot, because the second you do that, you're just wasting your ability. But instead, what you want to do is make it a little harder for people to shoot it. You know what I'm saying? So put it a little higher up where they have to adjust their aim. And if they do that and you guys have a good line of sight on the enemy, you can take easy shots. That's another tip. Now let's get into some of the advanced tips that I have for you guys to really get the best out of Sparrow when you're in games. And I want to start with the passive style of play, or maybe I should say the more ratty slash we're just playing to the end game kind of style, which I don't like because it's boring, but it's effective and I understand it and I can do it if need be. So when you're doing that play style, really take advantage of using your dart to scan the beacons. And if you didn't know that you can do that, yes, you can just shoot your dart at the beacon and it'll scan and it'll let you know where the enemies are. Easy peasy, right? That's the first one. The second one is, if you're deciding to rat with your teammates, put the darts in hard to find places so that the enemies, one, don't just easily destroy it, but two, even if they do easily destroy it, it will force them to look awkwardly and give you and your team easy shots so that y'all can get easy kills, because now they gotta completely readjust their aim and try and find you, and they ain't got that type of time. But what I would do is, if I was inside of a building, and let's say it was a 2-story building, I might put some like on the roof, or I might put one in the corner by the door or something like that, so that I know if I was at the second level, maybe somebody that's downstairs, I can get notified when they down there, and now my teammates should be able to see. And even if they destroy the dart before they can get the dart's attention, that's still fine, because what happens is you guys will get a voice line cue from Sparrow, and you'll still see the indicator on the map and on your screen that they destroyed it, and he'll say there's enemies here, or somebody destroyed my tracker. No matter what, you're still informed and you know exactly what's going on if you're a level or two above, or maybe you're in the next room, or whatever the case may be. The next bit of advice that I have for you if you're still playing defensively is, when it comes to the ultimate and you're inside of a building, shoot that thing at a wall, shoot it on the ceiling, shoot it somewhere where it's hard for the enemy to destroy, and that way you still getting the slow effect from it, you still getting the stun, you getting the tick damage, you getting a lot of value out of it, and it's inside of a building, so it's a little bit harder for them to avoid. But be mindful, if you shoot it behind like a bin or something and they're hiding on the other side of the bin, it's not gonna hit them. It needs to be in the line of sight. They need to be in its line of sight for it to work. So keep that in mind. And then the last thing, if we're playing on the defensive side, is if you're doing that, you want to definitely choose the level ups that are going to be beneficial for you and your team. So I would choose to have more tracker darts after the first level up. And then for the second level up, that one's a little tricky. I would say go situational. You know what I'm saying? Because the life siphon can work very good for you to play defensively, but at the same time, having multiple darts in the defensive area and the defensive style that you're playing might really work, because now you can lock down multiple doors in multiple locations. You know what I'm saying? So I think I might even just convince myself right now to go with that second option in the third level up. So there you go. Now moving on to the aggressive playstyle with it. You want to play aggressive with them? Use your darts to get intel the same way you would defensively, but now what you can also add into the mix is, maybe you hear something or you see somebody in a certain location. Hit them with that dart, right? And then once the dart locates them, especially if you've leveled up already to the level 2 section and you choose to go with the speed boost on the marked enemies, it's time to go. Guns blazing, run after them, chase them down. You know what I'm saying? Hawk Nation, get in there. And the thing that's nice about that too is, even if they're on like the second floor of a building or something like that, you got the double jump ability that allows you to get in there and really play aggressively. So just get in there and do that. Then the last part of it is obviously your ultimate. This is still, they in trouble or they in trouble. Because if you go with the life siphon one, you gonna constantly have hella health and shield. If you go with the 3 darts, you can still do the same thing that you were doing on the defensive end, except now you're not gonna use it passively and just be choking off walls and stuff like that. What you could do is, you could trap somebody in a room, or you can shoot all 3 of them in certain different corners and really stun people and force them to be choked in a single spot for y'all to get easy kills. So I mean, either way it goes, when it comes to that ultimate, you can play it very aggressively and very defensively and get so much value out of it. And that's why I said at the beginning, I love this season and I love this legend, is because he's so powerful. and I love that Respawn did that. Now, I know he's gonna get nerfed soon, probably in the second half of this season, but nonetheless, I'm gonna enjoy it while he's still strong. So that's all the talking I gotta do for y'all, man. I need a little water, I'm parched, and now I just want you guys to enjoy some of the content. Let me remind you, it was a struggle, okay? I said all these things, and this is exactly how I wanted to play, but it's really hard to execute when your team ain't playing the way that you need them to. So I'm gonna get up out of here, man. You guys enjoy the rest of the gameplay, and with that, I'll catch you in the next one. So I hear action all up there, so we're just gonna shoot a dart in that corner. If we get any pings, we know we can look right there. Perfect, perfect. And y'all see how it's like the marker is slightly going down on them? That's how much time you got left before the tracking is stopped. So keep that in mind when you shooting them things up there and you trying to find people. Nice. Nice. Uh-oh. Put that right there. Put that one right there. And this one here. Yep. I knew they was gonna try and push wide. Go down. Shooting one back there. Nice. If there's someone right there, we gonna know. Two of them.
One less enemy. Incoming stinger.
I see one right there. Careful. Knocked one. Come on. No! Oh my God, that was a good run. That was a really, really good run, man. Damn it. These niggas. So y'all are on a team together and you don't want to make a decision on where to land. Got it. I need to get up out of gold. I think that's what the problem is, y'all. Is that I'm in gold lobbies and it's just, you know, yeah, I'm saying it without saying it. Let's put a dart right there. And then I want a tracker over there. Because I just feel like we might be staying here for a second. And down you go.
think anyone saw, except whoever shot.
Somebody's behind us. I knew it. I knew it. Let's go. You gotta be kidding me. Oh my god. Holy shit. Okay, here we go. I don't see nobody pulling up. Nice. Great plays. Oh my god. Nice. Okay, come on, come on. We doing so good. We doing so good. I really do, y'all. I really want it. I want it, but I can't. Stupid ass gun. Stay hidden, stay hidden. Watch out, nade, nade. Oh no. Oh, I tried to help him. Revenant. All of that pushing, all of that up in people's face, all of that for just for that, huh? Just for that little bit of damage that you had? You didn't even help the cause. Like, yes, granted, without him, we wouldn't have came back into that fight at all because he rezzed us, but Jesus Christ.
Found an enemy out there. Tracker dart out. Tracker out and scan for
Coming.
enemies.
Reloading.
Enemy here. Tracker set and ready to gather intel.
Looking the wrong way, buddy. Looking the wrong way.
Which out?
Now you suffer.
New supplies dropping. Frag out.
Let's go. Hiya!
Both my teammates left me. Oh Lord, he's fighting. Can I ask why we decided to come through this? Oh, I just made it. Well, I don't understand why we decided to go through that. I don't understand what the process of our train of thought was, besides being stupid. Because that's all it was stupidity at its finest.